So we started the ellipse. So the first thing you need to figure out is that this formula sheet is going to save your life. Okay? So remember, A is always the bigger number. Okay? So in the equation, A is the bigger number. Okay? So if the bigger number is under the Y, then it is vertically major. If the bigger number is under the X, it's horizontally major. Okay? So we come over here and we look at our equation. It says x squared minus 2, x minus 2 squared over 9 plus y plus 3 squared over 4 equals 1. So basically, that means A is 3 and B is 2, because this is my A squared and this is my B squared. Okay? So I'm dealing with, since the A is with the X, this is horizontal. Okay? Now, we start with our center. Our center is going to be at 2, -3, because this is H and this is K, like we've been doing. Okay? Then we come over here and we can look, since we're horizontally major, our focus is going to be H plus or minus C, K. So next I have to find C, and this is the equation to find C. So C is the square root of A squared minus B squared. So we come over here, C equals the square root of A squared minus B squared, which is the square root of 5. So C is the square root of 5. So my foci is H plus or minus C. H, well, in this case, H is 2. This is 2 plus or minus C, which is the square root of 5, -3. Okay? My vertices are going to be 2 plus or minus A, and A is 3, -3. And my co-vertices are going to be 2, and it's going to be -3 plus or minus 2. Okay? And that all came from this formula sheet right here. These 4 things. Okay? So now we just graph it. So my center is at 2, -3, 1, 2, 3. So this is my center. My vertices, since it's horizontally major, I'm going to go to the left. 1, 2, 3. So this is my vertices. 1, 2, 3. This is our vertices. Co-vertices are here. So these are co-vertices. Down 2. Co-vertices. My focus points, square root of 5, that's 2 and a little bit. So I'm going to put them right here. So this is my focus, and this is my focus. And of course, my ellipse, you just connect the co-vertices and the vertices. So it's going to look like this. Okay? We're just using the formula chart to get these values. And notice that this distance from the center to my vertices, that's 3. 1, 2, 3. That's A. B is this distance from here to here. 1, 2, 2. Because 2 is with the vertical, B is with Y, A is with X. Okay? Now the second one, we're looking at this one. A is the bigger number, so this is my A squared. So A is 4. This is B squared. So B is 2 again. Okay? My center is at HK. So my center is at -3, 1. Okay? This is a vertically major one because A is under Y. So we're using these equations here. C, we're using the same equation. But this time, like my foci, it's going to be K plus or minus C instead of H plus or minus C. Okay? So I come back over here. So my foci are going to be, like I said, H and then K plus or minus C. So H is -3, 1 plus or minus, we need to find c, which is the square root of 16 minus 4, which is the square root of 12. So c is the square root of 12. That's where my foci are. My vertices are going to be negative 3, 1, plus or minus 4. And my co-vertices are going to be negative 3, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 2, 1. Okay? So again, start with your center. Negative 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Here's my center. My vertices this time are negative 3, and then you go to 1, and then you add 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's my vertices here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my other vertices. My co-vertices are going to be from the center 1, 2, here. 1, 2, here. Co-vertices. And my focus points are going to be the square root of 12, which is going to be not quite 4, somewhere between 3 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, put it right there. 1, 2, 3, right there. And here's my ellipse. Like that. And you can see it's more vertical. It's vertically bigger than it is horizontally. That's why I call it vertically major. And that's how you find all of your information from the equation.